Motivation versus discipline. The 7 differences and why one of them leads to success, whilst the other leads to failure. There is often a sense of great joy and enthusiasm as we embark on a new endeavor. We glimmer with pride as we stand before a sea of great possibilities. We are fully convinced that the task we are about to undertake will bring significant results and possibly even change our lives. And then, something happened to slow down our progress. We were bombarded with personal problems, such as family issues, a health scare, or other outside forces beyond our control. So now we are forced to make a choice to keep going, even after the enthusiasm is gone. We must decide to keep pushing until we see the results we believed we'd achieve in the first place. Every day, people start new projects based on innovative ideas, yet they don't always see them through. Why? Despite our beliefs, the major obstacle that stands between seeing those things come to fruition or not doesn't lie in the adversity that we face, but rather on the discipline we must execute to see things through to the end. What is motivation? It is our driving force that fuels us toward a particular outcome. Motivation comes from many different sources, but can be broken down into 2 categories: intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is a desire that comes from within a person. It comes from a desire to be better at specific activities. It is often the forceful push many of us need to accomplish a goal in the most fulfilling way. Intrinsic motivation can be incredibly powerful because it becomes woven into the fabric of one's identity, becoming an endless source of motivation. On the contrary, extrinsic motivation is inspired by outside forces like those around us, or financial incentives, recognition, or rewards. Additionally, extrinsic motivation can be derived from external activities that bring us enjoyment, such as playing an instrument, writing a song, or creating artwork. External motivators can stem from validation from others, curiosity, and freedom from oppression. The majority of people get their motivation extrinsically, hence why it comes and goes so often. What is discipline? Discipline, or being disciplined, is being able to work or act in a specific way while adhering to standards and guidelines that work towards success in a particular area. It is a way to govern or train yourself to keep driving toward an outcome when your motivation for doing a thing runs out. If you are disciplined in pursuing anything, you can achieve it. The ability of a person to discipline themselves is the key to successfully achieving their goals in their career, health, diet, nutrition, relationships, and the list goes on and on. Studies show that a person's discipline habits can supersede their IQ regarding how they perform academically. In fact, one might say that we are destined for mediocrity if we are not disciplined. The good news is that discipline can be learned through self-control and willpower that later turns into habits and eventually a way of life. Below are a few attributes that highly disciplined people have to help them flourish personally and professionally. They take care of themselves. Highly disciplined individuals make better choices. They make decisions that guide them toward their long-term fitness goals. For example, they may discipline themselves to get adequate sleep at night and avoid smoking, drug use, or other unhealthy habits. They do this while pursuing a healthy diet and exercise regimen. They break larger goals into smaller ones. Disciplined people understand that achieving smaller goals and celebrating success is critical to staying motivated and feeling happier throughout the journey to their goals. They flee temptation. When sticking to a budget, diet, or project, disciplined individuals know how to exhibit willpower to stay on track with their goals. They require less hand-holding. When disciplined, you don't need someone to micromanage or hold your hand through every step of the process. Instead, you will follow through on advice, orders, or guidance you have been given to achieve your goals. So, what are the 7 differences between motivation and discipline? 1. Motivation is great to help you get started, but discipline sustains you to be productive until your goals are reached. 2. Motivation needs discipline to get difficult things accomplished. However, discipline doesn't need motivation to work toward our goals. 3. Motivation is the catalyst needed to effect change. Still, discipline is the rules, habits, and time frame we follow to see that change happen. 4. Motivation is the desire to achieve a goal when it is desired. But discipline drives you to do something when you wouldn't do it otherwise. 5. A motivated person is much more creative than a person only driven by discipline. 6. In Western culture, motivation is often viewed as encouragement and discipline as punishment. 7. Motivation is the offensive line to gain ground toward our mission. However, discipline serves as a defense against negative resistance. Motivation and discipline both serve a purpose. Yet, at the end of the day, there is little room to argue when we say that discipline is better. Motivation is like the wind. It comes and goes. Simply put, feeling excited isn't enough. And when the motivation is gone, the mission ends, and the project is left incomplete. With discipline, we find ways to keep going until we see success. It is the determination, grit, perseverance, and passion in our hearts that become a way of life and makes us goal-oriented, not circumstantial, like motivation. Still, when paired together, motivation and discipline can be a powerful force to reckon with. In order to become the superior version of yourself, you must learn to develop discipline, which is exactly why we have put together our very own free-to-download, Driven by Discipline guide. If you are fed up of your bad habits ruining your life, and you struggle to develop discipline that sticks around, then this guide is for you. The best part is that it is completely free to enroll. You can download the guide via the link in our bio.